Hey guys, Reginald Duck here today, back with another sort of video. This time I'm following up on my deck list on the Phantasm Spiral deck. So this is just going to explain a few of the sort of key rulings on the main couple cards in the deck, explaining how they work, explaining, just the little intricate details that make the deck as good as it is. So firstly I'm going to talk about Pacifis, the Phantasm City. It's the reason to play the deck, it's really great. So first of all, I'm just going to break down the actual effect itself. So firstly, it's always treated as Umi. It comes up a few times with certain few cards, and you want all the Umi support you can get. So you can't normal or special summon effect monsters during the turn you activate either of this card's effects. That's a really important condition, we'll address that later. Once per turn, if you normal or special summon exactly one normal monster, add one Phantasm Spiral card from your deck to your hand. And then lastly, if your opponent activates a card or effect except during the damage step and you control no tokens, you can special summon one Phantasm Spiral token, Worm type, water, level 8, attack 2000, defense 2000. So that's what the card does. Now let's get into the explanations of how it works. So firstly, both effects are spell speed 1 as it's a field spell. This means that when your opponent's card resolves, then you get to activate the effect to summon a token in a separate chain. For example, if your opponent activates Dark Hole while you control a token, Dark Hole will destroy the token. Upon resolution, Pacifis will start a new chain, summoning a token. Then after this, it'll be an even newer chain, so the next chain along, to search for the Phantasm Spiral card. So, first chain will be Dark Hole, that would resolve, destroying your token. Then Pacifis would resolve, summon another token. Then Pacifis' other effect would go on a separate chain again, to then search. The effect search is mandatory, so if you summon a normal monster, you have to search your Fable. If there are no targets, it will resolve without effect, still locking you out of summoning effect monsters. Another quick side note here, if you activate an effect to summon a effect monster, like for example Polymerization, Necro Cycle, whatever, and it gets negated, then you can still use the effects of Pacifis because it doesn't count as you having summoned an effect monster. But if you summoned, say, a Pancratops and it got Salt and Judgmented, then that does count as you summoning an effect monster, so you wouldn't be able to use the effects of Pacifis. And then the next card is Sea Stealth Attack. Just going to go over this one quickly. So you can activate Umi from hand or graveyard on activation. While you control Umi, it gains these effects. Once per turn, you can banish one water monster you control until the end phase. This turn, face-up spells and traps you control cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effect, even if this card leaves the field. So, at the start of the damage step, if your water monster battles whose original level is 5 or higher, then destroy that opponent's monster. So, it just sort of auto-kills anything you battle with a level 5 or higher water monster, which is your token. So the reason I've actually brought this one up, it doesn't sound too complicated, is that a lot of people think you can't banish the token for cost, but actually you can. So, the token can be banished for cost to activate this card's effect to protect your spells and traps. Tokens cannot be used for costs that specify a location, for example, return to hand or send to graveyard. Banishing is not a location, therefore you can banish a token to activate the effect. So, that's just the main couple of rulings I wanted to talk about in this video. Hope it all helps you get a bit better with the deck, a bit more confident. So, thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Please subscribe. Have a nice day.